Hello friends, good morning all of you. Even for this time also you people are joining very late. In fact, I have been waiting for last 10 minutes and so far now only 35 students have joined. So kindly join on time next time. Maybe the earlier session might have extended, but all of you just try to ensure that you are going to join immediately. We people have been started with, I think that we have done with verb. We have completed verb. Okay. And what few people have planned? Are we going for tenses or any other topic you would like to have? Can we go for verbal ability? Should we go for verbal ability? You just say something yes, no. Or should we go for tense? Which topic would you like to go for? Verbal ability or tense? Is it audible? Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So just try to decide between verbal ability or whether you like to go for tense. We'll continue with tense. Okay, fine. So fine. We'll go with, okay, now this time getting different responses. So we'll go for majority here. Responses are, some are saying tense and some are saying verbal ability. So you just try to reply or raise your hands. Those who wanted to go with verbal ability, raise your hands first of all. Okay. Any other, anyone? Because here I can see two people. Fine. Now with tense, you people raise your hands. You can lower your hands, Pragati. Okay. Okay. So majority will be with tens. Okay. Pragati, I will do it next time sometimes because yeah, almost 6 to 7 candidates are there. They wanted to go with tens. So that matters and we'll go for tens. So we'll try to cover in short. We are not going to go in deep. In short, a kind of revision we'll do for tens and then we people will just go for other activities. All right. So you can lower your hands, all of you. So let's begin with. So I will share the screen. All of you just ensure that you are able to see it clearly. Okay, so let's continue in tense. We have done it in first year as well, but this time also we are going to have just a kind of revision. So all of you just try to pay attention. Tense means what? Tense means nothing but it is in fact the time. We'll consider tense as a time. Okay. So time of what? Time of that refers to the completion of activities or actions. Okay. Tense is time, but what kind of time it will be? The time which refers to completion of an activity. So there are a number of things or number of activities that we people are doing. Right now, if you are just observing, just try to think, so many things are happening at this time. So you are attending the class, you may be writing notes, you are listening, you are watching, you are just doing some activities. At the same time, you are attending the lecture and you might have done some activities also. So you have finished your bath, you are breakfast, and maybe you have done studies, exercise, and so many things you people have done. And maybe you are going to do a lot of things also. In the afternoon, you are going to have lunch and you are going to watch some TV, or you are going to watch some videos, and you just try to think about your number of activities that you people are doing. So similarly, there are so many things which are happening, and those things, when they happen with reference to the time, we refer them with time. So if you think that you can consider these things like this, some things are happening now. Okay, so maybe some things you people have done yesterday, or you are going to do some things in the maybe let's say tonight, or maybe you are going to complete some activities maybe tomorrow also. So so what are these things? These things are times. The words like now, yesterday, tonight, tomorrow, or maybe there are so many other words. They're referring to the time. And in that respect, we are talking about completion of activities. So that is tense. If you are just having question, what is tense exactly, you can consider like this. So depending upon these things, we people, if we consider, so there are types, or if you are just going to consider this, let's say timeline, if you are going to consider, you just try to understand that this is called timeline, something that you people consider which is continuously going on. It started from someone at certain point, as far as we people are calculating it for that point of view. Okay, so you can just try to take one point here on this timeline and consider that you are here at this point. Okay, so if you are here at this point, and you can consider what is today's time, or you consider dates. So if you're talking about dates, it can be, we'll consider that it is 16th of 11 and 2021 of the year. So like this. Okay, and when did it started? If you consider, you'll come to know that somewhere back in the history, so we started realizing about this. So can it be like this? So as far as counting is concerned, maybe before Christ is also we calculate periods and all those things, and there were activities and something like this. So it does not mean that only from one is, but so far we people have come ahead to 1020 years. We people have finished as far as counting is started, and before that also it was. And maybe we are going to next also. The time is not going to stop here. Maybe in the future also, that future also you can consider what is today's date, and it can be again that date can come at number of times. If you think about this, it can be 16 and 11, and you can consider year, number of years may be ahead. We cannot just assume that this is going to stop at 25 or 30, 35. No, we cannot guess like this. Okay, so from this point of view, you just try to relate your activities, everything, that your entire world is going to be associated with time, and based on that we people are going to classify or divide the tens into three categories, that all you people know that whatever the things that we people have done and it is long back, or it does not have impact on present, so that time we call them in past tense. Okay, and when we right now people are thinking whatever we are doing, or the things which have done but still they have impact on present time, so that time we use it present tense. Okay, and similarly things we plan to do in next, maybe tomorrow, maybe next month, next week, next year, or the time which is upcoming. So based on that, we people will just call it future tense. So these are the major three types we people consider, and again those types can get divided into subtypes as well, and those subtypes, every that subtype gets converted into four subtypes. So maybe past tense having four, similar kind of present tense having four, and future tense is also going to have four subtypes. So if you consider in past, it can be like this. Simple past is there. Then past continuous is there. Then past perfect is there. Then past perfect continuous is there. Okay, same thing like this. So you can think about this present tense also. in present also you are going to have a simple present. Then you are going to have present continuous. You are going to have present perfect. You are going to have present perfect continuous. And same with future also. You're going to think that simple future. Then you're going to have future continuous. And you're going to have future perfect. And you're going to have future perfect continuous. Okay, out of this, let's say 12 types are here. Out of these, I would like to tell you that not all tense we people use. All these 12 types we do not use in our written or oral communication as well. So when you're listening to a speaker or when you're reading a book, you'll come to know out of that 12, maximum or the frequency of the tense is used, that is 8 tense. Maximum we people use. And those 8s can be like this. Maybe 8 to 10 also. Simple, all simple tenses, simple present, simple past, and simple future. You have to be clear with. And in continuous, you'll come to know that past continuous and present continuous major use. Future continuous very rare. You'll not see much news. Then in perfect tense, mostly it is present perfect, less past perfect, and very rare future perfect. And in perfect continuous also, you'll come to know that present perfect is mostly used, and then past perfect very rare. Future perfect continuous, again you'll find that is not used most. So you need to be clear with minimum 8 to 10 tenses, and not is the only how to just identify the example, or not is only just convert from one tense to another tense, but you should be clear with how you people can use it with its proper use. So you should be clear with when you are going to use simple present tense. And then you should try to remember the structure, and you can just go for different examples there. Okay. So for our convenience, instead of just going for past tense, we'll go for present tense. Okay. So let's continue with simple present tense. So I hope that the screen is visible. Is it visible? Are you getting it? Someone just reply me yes, no. Or you can send me into chat box as well.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we'll begin with present tense. All of we people know in present tense we just talk about the activities which are happening in present tense, or it can be like this, that activities are completed but still their impact is there on present tense. In such things people use present tense. Okay. Or maybe in some cases activities start in the past and they are still continuous. In such case also we people use present tense. So in present tense, first of all we will go for simple present tense. In simple present tense, first of all, we people need to think about the use. We are not going for structure immediately. First of all, we'll talk about use. Okay. So when should we use simple present tense? When we are talking about, let's say, habits. So you can think about your habits. So what are your habits? You're going to talk them in present tense. For example, I wake up at 6 o'clock. So this is also one habit, and that I wake up. Or you can talk about second person or third person also. You wake up or he wakes up. If it is he wakes up, then it is going to change. So habits we express in simple present tense. Then you can talk about your daily routines. Daily routines again can be habitual also. So daily routines, all you just try to remember what are your daily routines. For example, it can begin like that. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, then I brush my teeth, then I have bath, then I have breakfast, and then I read newspaper, and then maybe you can add some activities. I do exercise every day, or I start studying, or something like this. So you think your own daily routine, what you do, that all things will come here in simple present tense. Then I get ready for college, or I just go to college every day. Then maybe I study I attend classes. So many things you people can just try to add here in your own daily routines. So at the end of the lecture or at the end of the day, you can just take a pen and paper and try to write few daily routines, at least 10 to 15 daily routines you people need to write. Try to just add few activities that you people can write as daily routines and try to write them in simple present tense. Okay, so daily routines will come here. Apart from that, things which are repeated things, if you are doing it again and again, such things, repeated things will come here in simple present tense. Okay, apart from that, you can just also think about universal truths. What are universal truths? The truth which is always true. It was true in the past, it is true in present, and it will be true in the future as well. That is called universal truth. So you can talk about the earth revolves around the sun, or the sun rises in the east. These are popular examples of universal truth. Apart from that, you can just talk about the blood is red, and maybe in other examples also that you people can think about it, which is never going to be false. So such examples you people can add here in universal truths. Apart from that, you can add here sayings. Sayings means that popular proverbs that you can just try to see or read, phrases which are that you people are using in English, that will come in. Good thoughts. All good thoughts are in simple present tense. Again, you people can add here scientific rules. So just think of any scientific rule or facts that you people are going to present. That will also come here in simple present tense. So these are the things that you people have to remember. It is not just a structure that you people are going to remember. These are the kind of structure of sentence, and that is enough. So if you're going to remember only structure, you may get confused, and you may just going to have different kind of structures and you're not able to remember it. So therefore, you just try to think about it and try to find out few examples. Yes, emotions and wishes are there. So when you people are talking about anger, joy, feeling, or that wishes you people are going to wish someone on his birthday, or maybe any event on success or different things, that also people can add. Yes, Pragati, you're right that emotions and wishes are also in simple present tense that people use it. All right, so based on this, now you people just try to tell me few examples in simple present tense. Can you tell me few examples? You can send into chat box, or you can just unmute and tell me examples in simple present tense. You just try to tell me. Yes, this Pragati, you can we'll take this example. London is a large city. Fine. Okay. Any other? Okay. Other example is also with Pragati. Others also be active and try to just think any example. You can just tell me in simple present tense. Your exam starts at 9 a.m. Okay. So you will just come to know that starts here, yes, is there. You can say start also and starts also. But here exam is there. For exam, we people use pronoun it. So therefore, it should be starts and not start. That you people need to remember. Then yes, that example can be like this. He drinks tea. So these are also few examples. All right. So if you just try to think about these examples, you'll come to know the common pattern or structure that we people are going to understand. Now we'll talk about structure here. Yes, Pragati, the earth revolves around the sun. The third person singular verb should be used, revolves. The earth revolves around the sun. Okay. So based on these examples, now we'll talk about the structure. Usually sentences in simple present tense, they will come like this. Subject will come in the beginning. After subject, you people are going to use verb. So tell me the verb will be in which form? The three forms of verb, 1, 2, 3. Yes, first form. Pragati, you're right. Okay. So verb will be in first form, or we can call it base form as well. And then you people can add the remaining part of the sentences, and that remaining part of sentence can be object, or sometimes there is no object, but it can be complement also. And at the end, there is full stop also. So this is the structure, but remember, you should not go for structure, because structure sometimes may confuse you. So the example which is here, you people can just read. London is a large city. Your exam starts at 9 a.m. He drinks tea. These are different examples. Now you people just try to tell me. I'm going to give again few examples here, and you people need to tell me. So tell me if you are able to see this screen and read examples, which is the tense of these sentences. All of. He has a car. She is a teacher. A building is built. They are friends. What is tense of these sentences? Is it present, past, future? Okay, so others, you just try to tell me. I think only Pragati, she's talking a lot. Others just try to tell me present tense. Okay, Mayuri. So here we should not go for structure. If you are going to follow the structure, you'll come to know the structure does not match in all these examples. Okay. So here the Pragati has given examples. London is a large city. So here verb is what? Verb is is. So is it V1, V2, V3? No, it is not like that. So therefore, it will not be followed structure here, but London is a large city is in present tense, and that is simple present tense. Yes, Pooja, that is also present tense. In present, which present? Okay. So here also you'll come to know your exam starts at 9 a.m. You'll come to know here start is in V1, so that follows structure here. Okay. And here drink, that is also in V1, so that is also with this structure. But if you're going to again come here, he has a car. So here has is used. So nobody is going to choose for present tense or present perfect, because here is has. If you're going to remember structure wise, so immediately you are going to make a mistake. There is has. So you may consider this example is in present perfect, but it is not present perfect. It is in simple present. Similar example is here. She is a teacher. Same example. Is used here, which is helping verb, but it is used here as a main verb, and it is in present simple present. So what is case with this? A building is built. So why do you consider it in present tense? If it is in present, which present? Explain me. A building is built. This is one sentence. And you tell me if you're considering it in present tense, which present and why in that present tense. All of you just try to see and pay attention. Here I can see almost 50 students are connected. So all of you just try to see. I can ask anybody randomly, because it does not fit in this structure. What structure? V1. So is it V1? It is not V1. Is there any helping verb? Here is also no any helping verb. But still this example is in present tense. In which present tense? Simple present tense. So why this example is in present tense? You just try to tell. I think that all of you have forgotten it. We have done it in first year while learning in first semester, while learning tenses. We have done it. So this is example of simple present tense. And why it is in simple present tense? Because this is in which voice? This is in which voice? Active voice, passive voice out of this? A building is built. Okay, so here if I add something like this, by him. Now, can you able to identify now? Is it active voice or it is passive voice? It's passive. Why passive? Because here is built of verb form is built. It is not only V1. It is V3 is used here. So this sentence is in passive voice, but the example is in simple present tense. Can you tell me how this sentence can be interactive? If we begin with he, then what will come? What will come? Now here you people need to use V1. What is V1 of built? Builds. He builds a building. Okay. Now it became active. And here you will come easily you can identify this example is in simple present tense. Why? Because this is according to this structure. Subject, he, V1 builds a building is object. So you can easily identify. But same things maybe here also is built. So you people need to remember these kind of structures also. And their friends is also in simple present tense. But here you people need to understand that this structure is in which voice? This is active voice. Okay, and also try to understand its passive also. So passive structure can be like this. Maybe we'll do one session on passive voice as well. So in passive voice, object comes in the beginning. After object, you people need to use am, is, or are, one out of it. And then your main verb. Now main verb will be in which form here? Always in V3 form. In passive voice, always verb is in V3 form. And you people can remember this also. So don't get confused. If there is Amiza, so it may confuse you. But after Amiza, if there is V3, in that case, it is simple present tense. Okay, this is for your information. Okay, so is it clear? If you are having any questions, you can ask me. Any questions? Any difficulty? If you need more examples, you just try to tell. All right. So I hope that all of you are paying attention because we should not, because that can be again waste of time. It may take more time. So, all right. Thank you, Pragati. So let's go for next tense here. Or we'll take one passive example also here. One more example we'll take into passive. So we'll try to tell one example. The story is told by him, and it can be like this. He tells a story. So he tells a story is told by him. So this way you people try to remember. If it is clear, then we'll go for now present continuous tense. Is it clear? If it is clear, then if you want to take notes, you just take screenshots. If you don't need, it's fine. But it is better always have your own notes. Or if you're with a pen and paper, it will be again better. Instead of taking screenshots also, I will just recommend you should be with pen and papers. Try to write your own notes and try to refer, because right now you'll think that is quite simple, very simple, and I have studied it learn it so many times and you will come to know that this is very simple. But later on, you may forget it. But if you have notes, your own notes with you, you just have to glance at it. When you are having your own notes, you need not to read your all notes. If you're looking at your notes, you're getting it clear. Okay, this way I have studied it and this is like this. Okay, so everybody, if you wanted to study anything, any subject, you people need to be with pen and paper and always note down every important point. And that is going to help you for your understanding a lot. So we'll go for present continuous. Okay. In case of present continuous, we need to understand first of all its use. So when we are going to use it in present continuous, you people need to understand that when any action is going on at this moment, okay, that continuous shows that activity is going on. So what is going on right now? You people are listening. So that is going on. You're reading. That is going on. Okay. May not be. It is not always it is going on at this moment. Maybe it may be in progress also. So for such things, you people are going to use present continuous tense. This is one use. And apart from this, there is also another use to show planned activities in the future. How to talk by using present continuous, how to talk about the activities in the future which are planned. Usually you people need to, that structure is going to. Okay, by using going to, you people can talk about the future activities. We'll talk examples in details. So you can think about which things are going on. He is writing a paper, she is reading a book. So these can be some examples with present continuous tense. Okay. So in these examples, from these examples, we are going to derive the structure. The structure can be like this. First of all, subject comes. After subject, you are going to choose what? Am, is, are. Okay, one out of it. So based on what? Based on your subject. If your subject is pronoun I, you are going to use am. If your subject is singular, you are going to use is. If your subject is plural, you are going to use are. And after that, there is going to be main verb. That main verb will be in which form? It will be in ing form. And then there can be object or there can be complement of the sentence. And at the end, there is going to be full stop. And now people just think of few of the examples. So try to tell me some examples. Some examples that you people can just try to make in present continuous. You can unmute and speak. If it typing takes time, yes, they are playing football. Pranal, you're right. I'm attending online lecture. Yes, you're right, brother. Rohini is making a cake. Yes, that is also all right. So all you people are getting it. So, but try to understand its use that these activities are going on. Okay. Now we'll go for this kind of examples with going on. Okay. So can you tell me one example with going on? Sorry, going to. Try to make one sentence with going to. Okay, something like this. I'm going to the farm. Okay, that's fine. They're going to be happy. Okay. So you can read the example which I have mentioned here on the screen. And it's like this. She's going to buy a pen. So in examples of Pranali Pragati, you're right. I'm going to the farm and they're going to be happy. They are just the same that they're describing the activities. But in case of Pranali, I'm going to the farm. That is clearly in present tense, present continuous tense. Pragati going to be happy. That structurally it is in uh, present continuous, but actions are in the future. Okay, so they indicate future activities. If you see here, is going and to buy, out of this, which is main activity here? Going or buying? Which is main activity? It is buying. Yes, you're right. So buying is main, but it is not in ing form. So what is in ing form? Going, is going, but it does not have any meaning. It is just intention. It is planned, and it is in future. Is she buying pen right now? Right now, she does not buy a pen, but she is going to buy. It is in the future. For such activities, people can use number of example with going to. Okay, so let's see that I'm going to conduct a lecture. In this case, maybe afterwards, maybe tomorrow, maybe it can be afterwards also, but this is activities in future, but I'm telling it in present continuous like this. Okay, so these things you just try to remember about present continuous. And now let's talk about passive structures also. So this structure, what we people have discussed here, this is in active voice. Okay, now you people just try to understand sentences in present continuous can be passive also, and passive sentences may occur like this, that object may come in the beginning. After object, you people are going to use am, is, or are. Now it is depending upon your object. Then after that, you're going to use your being. After being, you people need to use main verb. That main verb is going to be into V3 form here now. And then your preposition by and your subject will appear here at the end. Now you people tell me one example into passive present continuous. Passive present continuous. It can be like this. Immediately. Yes, Chetra, they are playing volleyball. That is into present continuous. But you need to tell me example into passive voice now. And that can be like this. See the screen highlighted and just try to make one example in this way, which can be into passive. Yes, Pragati. That is also in present continuous. Examples like this. Cake is being made by me. That comes into passive voice, and that is into present tense. If you're asking someone if the verb form, always remember you are going to identify tense from the verb form. If the verb form is am, is, are, and then being, then V3, then you have to understand that is into present continuous. If you're simply saying am, is, are, and then here is VING, it is present continuous. And you just tell me if the structure is like this, if it is like this, what tense you people are going to tell me. If the structure is like this, am, is, are, and then your main verb is into V3. What will be tense after this for this? M is, are, and V3. Right, tell. Yes, straight. Cricket is being played by him. This is also right. Because it may confuse you, because here is also M is, are, but here VIG. Here is also M is, are, being V3. And here M is, are, V3. So 3 times people are going to use M is, are, but you need to understand what comes after M is, are. If it is M is, are, VIG, it is present continuous and active voice. If it is M is, are, then being V3, then it is in passive voice, but present continuous tense. If it is M is, are, and V3, in that case, you people are going to understand that is in passive voice. Okay, but tense will be which? Simple present tense. We people have just discussed it. So you should not get confused with Amiza. Amiza is used in 3 types of sentences. That first of all, Amizar VIG, present continuous. Amizar being V3, present continuous passive voice. Amizar V3, simple present tense passive voice. And additionally, you can also, you people can think about that London is a large city. This is the example. There also comes simple present tense. So Amizar are used in almost 4 types of sentences and two tenses. What kind of these four types of, and which are these 2 tenses? 4 structures. First of all, it is used in simple present tense, active voice. Okay. Second, it is used in present continuous, active and passive. Again, it is used in simple present tense, it is in passive voice. Okay, so these 4, which 4 ones? Simple present tense, that is in active voice, simple present into passive voice, present continuous, active voice and passive voice. These 4 kind of structures carry or use am, is, are. You should not get related only with one tense. Okay, and 2 tenses. Which 2 tenses are these? It can be simple present tense and present continuous. So these 2 tenses, 4 structures. This way people need to understand. I hope that you might have got it. Any confusion? Any question? You can ask in Marathi also. Does not bother. If you are not really understanding anything, you can ask in Marathi. It is not necessary that you people have to use English if you are not comfortable. If you are comfortable, you can use it. If you are not feeling comfortable, you can use Marathi as well. So just reply me. Any question? If not, then we'll go for next. Let me ask Sanket Bagal, roll number 27. Is it audible, Sanket? Roll number 27, Sanket Bagal. Sanyush, roll number 30. If you're paying attention, it might have audible to you.
Yes, sir.
Any questions, Sanyush?
No, sir.
Okay, so Sanket, is it audible? Just try to reply. Sanket is not attentive. Then Rohan, roll number 35, Rohan. And Prajwal, roll number 60, Prajwal. Then Rohan, roll number 70, Rohan. Is it audible? Roll number 77, Rishikesh. Okay, all right. These people are not attentive. Roll number 75, Suraj. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Is it clear, Suraj? Any questions? If it is audible, you just tell me any questions or you're clear. Next session, we'll cover all tenses. Here we have just done with 2. And we are going to have quiz also based on tense, a kind of exercise. Okay, so we'll take attendance and we'll just close this session today here. You just come with a lot of your reading. When you're reading any book or any content, just try to identify tenses, whether this is in simple present, present continuous, whether that is into active, that is into passive, what kind of verb form. When you're reading, that should be reading with a little bit time. It should not just continually only read. While reading, just only read, but try to see what kind of verb form is used, whether it is amizar, VING, whether it is amizar being V3, whether it is just V1, whether it is Amizar V3, something like this. So people try to find it out. So that will help you to remember tenses subconsciously. You need not to think now I have to speak and then which verb I have to use, which tense I have to use, whether it will be into active or whether into passive I'm going to use. So that confusion will be removed. So you just take care of this. Okay, so let's say roll number 1, 3, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 30, then 35, 36, 37, 39, 43, 46, 47, 48, 49, 52, 55, 56, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 65, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 75, 76, 77. Roll number 18 is also there. So roll number 31, roll number 53. Is it audible? Because roll number 31 and 53, they are connected, but they have not joined with audio. So there is no point in marking your attendance. Roll number 31 is absent. Roll number 53 is also absent. And apart from that, absent roll numbers are 2, 4, 5, 16, 19, 26, 28, 29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 38, 40, 41, 42, 44, 45, 50, 51, 53, 54, 57, 58, 64, 66, 67, 68, 74. If anybody present out of these numbers, you just let me know that you are present here. Otherwise, we will just...
Sir, 31.
31. Who is 31? So why you are not connected with audio?
Sir, range.
There is no question of range to connect with audio. If there is no network, in that case, there is problem for listening. But there is no problem for connecting with audio. Okay. So next time, take care that you're not going to join with only audio, only with that content only, and just connected only and not joining with audio. All right. So we'll stop here. Next time, remember, we'll finish all tenses and exercise. So should we stop here? Should I end this meeting? So no reply means everything is fine. I will end.